Not only do we get the first brand new round-based zombie experience with Mauer Toten with Season 4 Reloaded, but we also get an update that will completely change how we play Cold War Zombies forever. The obvious change being implemented is the massive reduction to the zombie health cap. Specifically, the health cap will be cut in half of what it currently is. However, the zombie nerfs don't stop there. Armored zombies' armor will now take less damage to break, special and elite zombies will be easier to kill, and the HVTs within Outbreak will be significantly easier to take down as well. Each of these changes culminates in a more balanced and fun high round experience. I truly don't have enough words to express how happy this update makes me. I love using weapons in zombies. I think spraying into a horde that you've trained up and seeing all of those elimination texts pop up is one of the best things about Cold War Zombies. When the health cap was increased, it made zombies feel like bullet sponges and, as a result, reduced the motivation for myself and the community to even try for high rounds. This one modification will change how often I go for high rounds, and it makes me so happy. Although, this update only solidifies something that I have been thinking for a long time. Double Tap's double damage effect would simply not make sense in this current meta of the game. Be sure to subscribe for my full thoughts on the rumored return of the infamous Double Tap. You won't want to miss it. Not only did zombies get a nerf, but a handful of weapons and mechanics received a buff. Starting with the sniper rifles, they received an increase in their critical damage multipliers, stock ammo, and max damage. On the surface, this change really makes me happy. I think anything that gives players a reason to use snipers is a good thing. The only problem is, the reason you need to encourage players to use snipers is that they are garbage in Cold War. I'm not saying anything new here. Without the ability for snipers to kill more than 2 or 3 zombies at a time, there really is no reason to use a sniper rifle over something like a shotgun or any other weapon, if we're being honest. The only change I think snipers need to see is an increase in their bullet penetration power. After that, I think they're going to fit perfectly within the meta. Melee weapons are seeing an increase in their pack-a-punch and triple pack-a-punch damage multipliers. There really isn't anything too interesting to talk about here. I bet this is just to adjust for the new health cap so that they are a one-hit kill on any round. To be fair, there is a strategy where players have a melee weapon as their secondary, so that if they need to melee a zombie, it is always a one-hit kill and can activate an ammo mod consistently. So this buff will probably allow for that strategy to be a lot more viable and fun. Now, this buff is something that I didn't see coming. Equipment, support, and field upgrades, specifically Frost Blast and Energy Mine, will scale their damage evenly with this update. This is probably not as big of a deal as I originally thought, but having the lethal equipment and some support streaks be more useful in higher rounds is always a good thing. Especially since I just made a video talking about how surprisingly effective Frost Blast is. This update is only going to make it better, and I am all for that. I really hope we see the War Machine and Sentry Turret get a noticeable change with this update. I want to like them so bad, but they just aren't effective. Finally, the thing that I think people are sleeping on: dynamic wall buys. Wall buy weapons will have a chance to increase in rarity at the end of every 5th round and go all the way up to legendary. This is huge. While I love the engaging and addicting player progression within Cold War Zombies, it has always been a small annoyance to change weapons midway through your game. While gaining the points necessary to pack-a-punch your new weapons isn't that much of a hassle, obtaining the necessary salvage needed to upgrade your weapon's rarity is fairly difficult. Due to the rarity of the high-grade salvage needed to upgrade your weapon to epic and legendary tiers, players really don't have a fast way to pick up and upgrade different weapons mid-match. Dynamic wall buys, in combination with player-chosen custom mods, gives players the flexibility to change their weapon mid-match more easily. This will no doubt provide players with even more ways to stay afloat in the high rounds. And I think that's what's truly game-changing about this update: the focus on giving players the power and agency of their own success in high rounds. I am thrilled to see these changes being implemented. I think making the high rounds more accessible to more players is a net positive for the Zombies community. Speaking of positives, don't forget to check out this video where I talk about the positives of Cold War's perk system, and a video that YouTube itself chose just for you to watch. And as always, stay beautiful.